Now, it's been 20 years since Laurie Brett first hit our screens as the future Mrs. Ian Beale in EastEnders. As Jane, she got into plenty of thrilling scrapes on the square, but now, in real life, Laurie is taking on her biggest challenge yet, stripping on stage. Here to tell us more, please welcome Laurie Brett. Laurie, I think I made that sound as if you were just randomly stripping off just for the heck of it.
Yeah, it's burlesque. No, it's Calendar Girls.
Yeah.
And it's just a brilliant piece. You know, talk about self-empowerment, you know, women empowerment, you know, and what they achieved. I mean, and also because it's a true story, you feel so responsible to tell it and tell it well, you know.
So this is the women, obviously members of the WI in a particular sort of spot in England, and one of their partners was diagnosed with
leukemia. I think it was blood cancer.
And they all came together to support them, which your audiences must relate to. Can you feel from the audience, you know?
I mean, last night we got, because we've been in sort of tech previews this week, and last night we got our first proper standing ovation.
Oh.
And and you see a lot of women, you know, not young women, you know, just women who are there just shouting, you know, just shouting you on, because it's also incredibly body positive for women, you know, that are not in their first flush of life. And Lynn Paul does an amazing song about don't give in to, you know, the ageing, and don't think about what other people think about your age. And it's so all these WI women in real life, you know, it was never what they expected. You know, you buy a WI calendar and it's like churches and things like that. And so these women did it posed nude. And it ended up not just... And it was to buy a sofa originally for the relatives' room in Skipton General because it was such a bad sofa.
Oh, wow.
But the worldwide sales actually ended up... They put another wing on the hospital.
No.
I mean, just... incredible.
At that point, just from the calendars, because of course it became a movie as well, isn't it? So was that just from the calendars?
That was just when that was what happened. So they put the John Clark Memorial Wing on the hospital. Yeah, and then obviously the film and the stage show. There was just a play to begin with. And now we've got the musical.
So you're singing in this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Give me some tips. Have you sang on stage much before?
It's 20 years since I sang on stage.
How do you feel about it, then?
It's been difficult. I mean, I've got Jordan Alexander, the musical director, to thank for anything that's coming out at the moment on stage. On the first night that we opened, the first matinee we opened, I was singing the phone book at one point because I just completely blanked. I was like... And Tim Firth's writing, it's so tricky and beautiful and I just...
Yeah, but singing's one thing. You've also got to strip.
That's I can't imagine that. I can't.
Can I ask a question about the practicality of it? Because do you really strip, or is there nipple pasties and a...
No.
She likes to know the details, does Katie?
I thought there might be a transparent thong.
And the thing is, as well, whenever I'm with the Nolan sister, I get naked because I did the Monty with Colleen, and now I'm with Maureen doing Calendar Girls.
There's a
pattern of I'm going to stay well clear of them in future.
And have you always been... I mean, I'm somebody that really struggles about being naked. In fact, I don't think I've ever totally been naked in front of anybody because I feel so insecure about it. And actually, the stats are massive on the amount of women that would say that. I've never been naked in front of their partner. How? Give us some tips.
I think because the piece is so wonderful. And there's another song in the show, Helen Pearson sings it, and it says, and if you can stand in front of a mirror with the lights on and feel no loathing, then, you know...
The aim. But were you like that before,
because I've been in theatre for so long and I was I was a dancer, so I was used to being side stage with a G-string on and doing this to get a mic pack change and, you know, I mean, the entire West End scene, everything I've got to give, you know. There you go.
But sometimes actors will say it's actually easier to do that than to do that, like, in real life.
Yes.
You know, because...
I mean...
Yeah, because you're in control. It's on your terms.
Yes, but also this shows... It shows the bravery of these women that did this.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Who were just, you know, members of the WI, you know.
No,
and they did this. And so you feel, you know, it's a joyous moment within the show of Calendar Girls. It's real joy, you know, and we try and portray that these women are nervous and excited and how they, you know, and where they're doing everything. It's all choreographed very brilliantly.
Do you feel that's a big part of its success with the audience? Is this like, do you feel that moment with so many women
They
watching?
cheer
Like,
every time one of us, because obviously we're covered with things, you know, different things. Mine's flowers and there's buns and knitting and all sorts of things. But there's such a cheer in the audience, you know, because they're like...
You're empowering.
You are
they're like, yes, you've done it.
You are them. You are the woman on the street who is literally going, I would never dream of doing that.
I wonder how many of them go home and just take it all off.
Oh, I'd love to know that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing to know?
I think you should just calm down now. Listen, Laurie, it's been lovely to have you here.
Really
Thank you very much. So in Calendar Girls, touring around the country.
Touring around, I think we're in Salford. I mean, the list goes on, but we're in Salford next week. Then I think we're Blackpool, somewhere else. Bradford, and then we're in Glasgow and Aberdeen, and we're all over the place.
Catch you where you can. Laurie Brett, everyone.